Namaste and welcome viewers. This is Mirror Prime. It's me, Ashish Pareek. Let's out and away we go. The streets of Chennai will witness fast action this weekend as the Madras High Court has finally given the go-ahead for the Formula 4 race. In fact, the race will take place on a 3.5-kilometer road, which will also be along the key roads in the city. 20 drivers from 6 teams will feature in the two-day event. My colleague Dharni gets us more details.
I think this is the first time India is having a night race, Formula 4 night race in Chennai. So how is the atmosphere?
Yeah, it's really cool. Obviously, having a night race so early in my career is a really cool experience. I think not many drivers say they can do something like this, so I'm really grateful to have this opportunity. I think everyone is in the same position. Everybody's really looking forward to it, so there's a lot of hype around this, and I think there's good reason for it. So just to get on track tomorrow.
When did you guys land in Chennai, and how has training been going on?
So we landed in Chennai obviously on Tuesday last week to prepare for the previous round at Sri Perumbudur.
Yeah.
But the training so far is just we've been honestly using the time off like this last week from Monday to Thursday to just relax and decompress before the circuit, because at the end of the day you're driving, you're automatically prepping in the back of your mind, and once you take a break it kind of forms these neural pathways. It's a long process, but you come back stronger after a break. So that's what we've been all trying to do, our team and the whole championship included, and yeah, we're ready to go this weekend.
The presence of this race in India, how do you think it will improve the atmosphere here in terms of the viewership?
I think motorsport in general it's experiencing a huge boom in popularity, and for us now to be here, trying to carry the torch and bring it to the population, that's a huge privilege, for all of us as the drivers, for the organizers of the championship as well, and to be able to do a street night race. I don't think there's really any better platform.
Right now we are standing in Anna Salai in Chennai. This is one of the roads where the Formula 4 night race circuit is passing through. So this Formula 4 night race circuit will be a 3.5 kilometer circuit, and be passing through 4 significant roads of Chennai, that is Anna Salai, Kamaraja Road, Flagstaff Road and Swami Sivananda Salai. This will be a 3.5 kilometer race circuit, as I told, with 19 corners is what we're given to understand. So the Formula 4 night race is a kind night race that is happening in India for the first time, and this will happen in Chennai on the nights of August 31 and September 1, and with only 1 day left for the race to begin. The preparations are on full swing in Chennai. In fact, you can see in the visuals over here, since this is a night race, the lights are being fit in Anna Salai and all other roads which are part of the race circuit. We also see a VIP lounge is being constructed over here. The construction of VIP lounges and public galleries are also happening in full swing in Chennai, with only 1 day left for the race to begin. So 8 teams from across the world, 8 teams from across the globe, they'll be participating in this Formula 4 night. And this race, as I told, will happen in Chennai on the nights of August 31 and September 1. The ruling DMK government has spent almost 30 crores, for this race. Elaborate arrangements are being made. High power lights are being fit along the race circuit for better, light facilities, and we also see VIP lounges and the public galleries being constructed over here. So, of course, thousands of people from Chennai and nearby districts, they are expected to come and witness the Formula 4 night race. And Tamil Nadu Sports Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, he also taking stock of the preparations. Personally, he is conducting frequent inspections as far as the preparations are concerned. So just only 1 day is left for this night race to begin, and 8 teams from across the world, they will be participating in this race.
All right, finally, motorsport action in India, and joining me right now is India's first female racing champion, Alisha Abdullah. Alisha, appreciate you taking your time out for this special interaction. What do you think about this green signal for the Formula 4 night street race in Chennai?
See, actually, it's a very good decision to allow the race to happen because it's also promoting motorsports and taking motorsports in the global map, and it's definitely it's going to be a very different league altogether. And it's going to, for the next generation to come, it's going to be a very big boost and a kickstart this year for sure.
Also, Alisha, will this benefit the larger racing community? Because most racers in India are inspired watching YouTube videos and TV channels and all the races that actually are shown on TV. But there is nothing like the thrill of actually seeing a race live. So do you think this will also inspire a new generation of racers in India?
It's going to be really big because if you talk about 3 years before 3 years, if you talk about motorsports, if you say car racing, okay, down south, people know as Tala Ajit. Ajit is racing in cars. That's all they know. But and Naren Karthikeyan, of course. But if you say small names, even though they are champions, like for example, even you didn't know there was a car racer. But right now, because it's on the street circuit, there are a lot of it's free for the public in the first place on Saturday. So it's going to boost a lot of people. Like I went and visited the track. I was on the track so many days, and I keep hearing from people, oh my God, I'm so excited. I should also make my son, become, because the publicity the person, because we also want to, motorsports needs to match up with IPL, and that is what we all are working towards. So I think 100% we are going to have, like for example, we have all the celebrities, right from John Abraham to Naga Chaitanya to Ganguly sir, and I think who else? A lot of celebrities which is coming. So many celebrities. So I think it's going to be a very big boost, and it's I'm so excited to be a part of this event.
Also, if you can give us an idea about the sort of hurdles that racers in India face. Even the F1 was discontinued after, I think, 3 seasons. Formula E also got cancelled due to various reasons after just one race. So clearly we seem to be messing up somewhere.
The first issue for racers, we don't have much of racers, and the reason is because lack of sponsorship and lack of infrastructure. For example, we have the street racing happening, but tell me how many tracks do we have in India? But how many cricket stadiums we have in India? If you compare both, it can't be compared. But if you see the tracks, hardly you can count only 3 of them. Now we are developing tracks, but God knows when it's going to get ready. So I think sponsors play a very vital role in this, and like again, infrastructure. And I think once this race kickstarts, more sponsors will flow. And because of that, right now the racers from India will get sponsors a lot more. And seeing them, of course, we have a lot of racers in India, but they're not showcased. I think through this channel, of course, we can develop motorsports equal to cricket. I want to beat cricket for sure.
Also, we can't really expect to have superstars unless there's a grassroots level development that also happens. And racing is one of those sports where you need to catch the talent very young. What do you think should be done to bring the racing culture to India?
Firstly, we need We need a lot of race tracks. For example, we had this the street circuit which is happening. We had so many issues there. We had a lot of people going against the street circuit for many reasons, political reasons, I should say, to be more precise. So I think the government of India should be getting involved very soon, which right now, I think before 2 months ago, we had a very big stunt in Kashmir. So I think Modi ji and Amit Shah was very interested in this, and I think it's going to be a very big hit from next year onwards. So this is a start stage. So I think one of the political parties have come forward and helping sport. I think Central is getting involved. Like MotoGP happened last year in Delhi. So this time, like I think you mentioned about F1, why F1 is not coming in India, because we had a lot of taxation problem, logistics problem. We had a lot of import duties which was posed by on them, which was not. I think that there was a lot of mess up which happened. But right now, as we are speaking, things are getting moved very soon, very quickly. Like how we had MotoGP, we are going to have F1 very soon in India. So this is going to be a major turning point. Now, even a single rickshaw person, a single auto wala person knows what's happening in the street circuit. So if you see around Chennai, every nook and corner, you see there is the posters, the tickets being sold left, right, and center. So all this, almost 10,000 people, more than that, are going to attend the event, because I'm personally talking to them and I'm personally handling tickets to a few people. So I know everything is so So I think even a normal person, a middle class person is coming to watch this race. So I'm very excited about how it's going to improve. Motorsports is going to improve from here on.
Now, Alisha, I'm not trying to quote a controversy here, but because you mentioned politics, we've seen how the minute governments change in India, the agreed races, so the MOUs in fact go for a toss. And this eventually derails any new project. So this also makes the racing culture in India very difficult.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ashish. The problem is, yes, I would agree that a lot of mess ups happened before, but I think after the mess up, we brought in MotoGP, where MotoGP wasn't, in India before. So I think, and if you know that I was in the MotoGP event, it was like the whole stands were booked by people. Every person from the world, every person from India, every nook and corner. Every city, every state, people were there watching the MotoGP. So I think the government is taking a very keen interest in this, and will be meeting the sports minister very soon also to revamp a lot of things in motorsports. And hopefully that they will. They promise you, Ashu, you will see F1 coming back in India sometime very soon, next year too.
You're saying that you're going to meet the sports minister over the issues about motorsports. Will you also talk to him about the complicated paperwork and the bureaucracy, which also puts off many international organizers from coming to India?
Of course, have an effect because, but right now I think motorsports has been, to be more precise, that motorsports are not taken seriously at all. Because I've spoken to the couple of ministers for this also, and when they say motorsports, they always think about it as very niche sport. Only rich people can race. If you have crores of rupees, you can race. I totally agree. Only if you're well off, you can take a car and race because they're expensive. But I think now the ideology and the situation is changing for a lot of ministers and the central government, because they feel that motorsports is because of the racing which happened last year, IRL, which happened in Hyderabad and in Kashmir also. So I think a lot of things have been changed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, okay, things are going to change in the coming years.
Also, Alisha, before we let you go, a lot of young kids watching right now will be aspiring to become Naren Karthikeyan or Alisha Abdullah in the future. How and where do they start?
Yeah, so for people who want to get into motorsports, I have a racing academy which I've opened free for women racers. I train them free. But if people want to start, you have to start in a very early age, like 4 years, 5 years. You need to start, and you need to start in go-karting. There's something called road tax. It's called micromax. There is a very early stage of racing that is. So you need to get into it. It's available everywhere. So I will also be speaking about this later on. So you get that, and slowly you need to build who you are in racing. You need to actually build your profile. You need to improve. It's not like you get into the sport and you have sponsors flowing in. To be honest, even I didn't do that. It was a back marker when I raced, be it in cars or bikes. But you need to really invest in yourself, I should say. Invest in gears, invest in your races, and then when you're there, you might be the next Naren Karthikeyan.
All right, Alisha, appreciate you joining us for this very special interaction there. Of course, we continue to keep our eyes on the motorsport in India, the growth of it as well. Let's now